second. So, yeah, if they win today, they get in on percentage. Youth League girls made it. Surf Coast was second last. So, but I think our Youth League women made it. So 2 out of 2. Yeah, we've only got 8. Oh, true. Nice. All right, let's fucking talk some shit. If you click start. Click start. Good afternoon and welcome to Bellarine Secondary College here for this round 15 state championship women's matchup. It is the first place Bellarine Storm taking on the 7th place Hume City Broncos. Hume Moore here with Seb Thomason. A pleasure as always, Seb.
Pleasure to be here, Huey. Thanks for having me again.
And we're in for a pretty interesting matchup. Bellarine Storm looking for some redemption after suffering just their 3rd loss of the year last week to the McKinnon Cougars. While Hume City sitting outside of finals now, no contention though, looking to cause some ripples in the league. It certainly would be huge if they could topple the Storm today.
Yep.
Bellarine Storm sit 1 game clear on top of Pakenham, who had a tough game last night against Wyndham, who it was a bit of a shock to everyone. But certainly a great match to come, and it's always exciting when players like Madeline Holland come into the stadium. Such a outstanding athlete at 28 points last night in their loss to Sherbrooke. So she'll certainly be looking to get her team rolling. But all eyes at the moment are on Courtney Strait, who is having an absolute day out this season.
Oh, yeah.
You'd almost say...
Some would say MVP calibre.
MVP calibre might be an understatement.
Yeah,
I think it's a pretty close race between her and Pakenham's Grace Graham. But for those at home, how good is Courtney Strait? Like, you obviously are around the team a fair bit.
Yeah.
How good is she actually? Like her work rate, her just her overall performance.
Oh, she's one of those players that can score on all 3 levels, but I would say scoring isn't even her strongest thing. She just gives you a bit of everything on the court. She'll throw really nice passes, get you a rebound, get a really big defensive stop. She just gives you a bit of everything, and you can always rely on her to be consistent, as we've seen this year. So she's just a player that every player wants to play with. She just is a really good all-round player, and she showed it this year.
Well, Courtney Strait this season averaging 18 points per game, as well as 7 rebounds and 3 assists. So certainly involving her teammates and makes everything look fantastic. Well, for the Hume City Broncos, it's been that player that we mentioned at the start, Madeline Holland. She's averaging 18.4 points per game. And goes to go along with that, also averaging 4 assists per game. So this is set to be another cracking game of state championship women's. As we get closer to tip-off, starting lineups for the teams, it'll be for the Storm. Number 3, Shanta Hall. Number 8, Olivia Vert. Number 23, Courtney Strait. Number 24, Jamie Crombie. And number 35, Georgia Varley. And for the Broncos, it'll be number 2, Harmony Harder. Number 11, Kenna Holt. Number 5, Georgia Karen. Number 43, Madeline Holland. And number 8, Liza Ogilvie. Kenna Holt will pick up her first foul. And that will send Georgia Varley to her first trip to the line to open the scoring. Georgia Varley, another player this year who, if she finds her rhythm and finds her hot hand early, she's lights out.
Yeah, you can normally tell early with Georgia if she gets hot early, she's looking at 20 plus in a game easily for her standards.
So she opens the scoring for the Storm. Holland, free throw jump shot, looked awkward, but Ogilvie was in there to clean up the rebounds. And we'll get her first 2 points. To Varley now. Out to Straight, and they swing it back to Crombie. To Vert. Steps back. 3 is up and is down for Olivia Vert. Another player who finds her rhythm early.
Lots of weapons.
Such an offensive, potent team. As Chantal Hall.
Good hands.
Gets her hand in the passing lane. Varley wants to go all the way. She will. And gets it to go. Georgia Varley. Hot start for her, up to 4 points. The Storm out 7-2. Minute 20 through and a
little lapse of judgment of where his teammate was there, I think.
Slight
maybe
miscommunication.
A bit further.
So it'll be a backcourt violation. Storm, another chance here to extend this early lead they have. Crombie hassled. Finds Straight into Vert. And Holt got in the passing lane. She wants to go one-on-one against Straight. She does, ducks ahead. Couldn't get the friendly roll. And Straight we get the rebound off the tap from Crombie. And Vert cutting to the ring. And the Storm playing their style of game right now. Getting out and running the floor. 9-2 start. No real answer defensively or offensively for the Broncos. It's hard to come up with the offensive rebound. And they go back inside to her. She gets 2 points.
Definitely looking to get it inside in the post early by the looks of it, using their...
Storm obviously still missing Bridget Rettstadt. As Straight lets it fly, gets it to go. All the Storm shooters have found their rhythm early. As it's out to 12-4 in favour of the Storm. 2.5 minutes gone in this first quarter. Harder wanted it inside. Instead, they go to Holland. Single digits on the shot clock. Pulls the trigger. Off the back iron. And again, the Storm want to run. Straight. Surveying the court. They want to get through a set. Varley. To Hall. Goes to work underneath. Sets herself. No luck. Offensive rebound. On the second try. Won't get it to go. And Holt. Couldn't get past Varley. So they reset to Ogilvie. 3 is up. And falls short. Vert. Nice kick ahead pass to Crombie. She was out to the races. And a great find there by Olivia Vert to get Jamie Crombie her first points.
They're definitely looking to push the pace as quick as they can in the Storm.
And they've done it all season. That's their strong suit. If they can get out and run, they are unstoppable. Was Harder. Off the backboard. Classy little shot.
Nice little bank there.
From Harmony Harder, up to 4 points for the game. As Crombie was out, Varley decided to slow it up. And Crombie all the way to Straight. Skip past to Varley. She was on an island. Her defender fell asleep. She won't get the friendly bounce, though, on the 3. Holt wants to play downhill on everything. She stops. As Holland tacks baseline and was fouled on the play. So she'll head to the line for 2. Foul will be on number 3 for the Storm. Chantal Hall, as we have our first substitutions of the game. Be number 55 for the Broncos, Paige Dwarf checking in for Georgia Kieran. While Chantal Hall will check out for the Storm, and we'll see number 7 Charlotte Armstrong checking in, who might I add is an absolute rebound machine. So far this season, averaging 7.4 rebounds, but I reckon if we cast our mind back a few weeks ago, I reckon she had 2 15 rebound games in a row. And half of them were offensive rebounds.
Yeah, she just seems to find herself in the right spot, uses her body really well and her length. Just a workhorse.
Straight catch, shoot. Jams in the back of the ring. And it will go back in favour of the Broncos. The substitution for the Broncos. We'll see number 12 for the Broncos, Rachel Stewart checking in. Harmony Harder checking out. Certainly a size mismatch here in favour of the Broncos. Rachel Stewart has a head height difference on the tallest Storm Guarders. Holland gets a 3 to go.
Beautiful shot.
And Coach Sanderson has seen enough and wants to talk things over as we get close to the halfway period of the first quarter. The Broncos have brought it back to just a 4-point game, and it'll be interesting to see if Coach Davenport for the Broncos uses that height advantage they have at the moment and just try and attack that points in the paint.
Yeah, it looked like earlier they were trying to get it into some post touches and stuff, and it seemed to be working all right. But their guards were also been shooting it all right, so they've definitely got some weapons out there, and they're only down 4, and they're like the Storm started off very hot, and they're only down 4, so they can't be too disappointed right now of how they're going.
Both teams starting off very well from the field. Storm shooting at 56%, while the Broncos shooting at 44%. So both finding their shots early and finding their rhythm early.
Yep. We'll see which team's defense sort of locks up quicker here, and that might be a bit of a difference.
So both teams make their way back out onto the floors. It'll be Storm ball to start, as it looks like potentially the Broncos coming out in a bit of a 3-2 zone just to throw the shooters of the Storm.
Limit the threes.
Courtney Hollowood will check in for her first minutes for Georgia Varley. Hollowood to straight. Skip pass to Vert, attacks the closing defender. Was bumped off it, got her own offensive rebound. Straight, decides to attack, nice dish inside.
Good pass.
Vert fell short on that one. So another chance here for the Broncos to cut this lead back to a single possession. Holland just bullies her way inside.
Just a strong move. Used her body really well then.
She's up to 6 points in this one. Finding her groove early. Skip pass to Straight. Skip pass back to Hollowood. Inside to Armstrong. Pass was a little bit too hot. Armstrong stood out of court.
Causing a bit of problems, this 3-2 so far.
Just a little bit. Just rattled the Storm a little bit. Not getting the shots they're looking for. So a chance here. A 3 would give the Broncos their first lead of the game. 5.5 minutes gone in the first quarter. Holland smothered by 2 defenders from the Storm, and pass was just a touch too low for Hollywood, so we'll go back to the Broncos. Ogilvie will check out, and we'll see Georgia Kieran check back in. There's a little bit of full court pressure here from Courtney Hollywood on Kenna Holt. Kieran in the corner. As the pass is picked by Straight. It will stay with the Broncos. Holt trying to use the screen of Stewart. Hollywood did a good job to force it over. Kieran for 3. And no luck, Crombie with the rebound. Again, there's that 2-3 zone, 3-2 zone that's caused a few problems for the Storm in the past few possessions.
Yep.
It's Vert. Pushed off by Kieran.
Number one tip with the zone I've always been told is get it inside and go back outside. You need to get it inside for a touch, I think, and that's what opens everything up. Get it back out to your shooter.
Coaching tips with Sed Thomason. Jamie Crombie checks out and Chantal Hall checks in, potentially to maybe match the too tall lineup that Hume are running with, and it might work. Armstrong steps out of court again.
Definitely not getting anything easy right now, the Storm.
So only early, 3 minutes 25 to go in the first quarter. Storm still with a 2-point lead. Madeline Holland, leading scorer for the game at the moment, finds Holt. She spins, steps through. Great defense there by Hollywood.
Half move.
But Kenna Holt, as Seb said, such a tough finish.
Classic, good defense, better offense there.
And I don't think there's much more Hollywood could have done.
No, not really. It was very good there, just a strong move.
So scores all tied up. Vert. No luck. Armstrong came in late. And we'll go back to the Broncos. So substitutions for both teams. It'll be Georgia Varley and Olivia Osborne checking in. And Olivia Vert and Courtney Strait checking out. And Rachel Stewart will check out for the Broncos, and Harmony Harder will check back in, who's also causing problems for the Storm early in the key. 4 points, 2 rebounds for her, as she wants it on the high post. Not much options for her, so she decides to go at it on her own. As Armstrong, that rebounding machine, couldn't get it. Armstrong, Hall, pardon me. And Harder fought for it. It'll stay with the Broncos. We'll see Madeline Holland check out and Eliza Ogilvie check back in. So scores all level, 2.5 minutes gone to go in this one as Holt got the step on her defender with another tough finish. And Kenna Holt is starting to fire up here, up to 4 points. 2 tough finishes. It's Hollywood into Armstrong. Up to Hall, decides to attack down through the middle.
Nice move.
And that's the pressure reliever the Storm needed. Chantal Hall gets her first points. Scores back to all tied up. Holt, who continues to slice through this Storm defense. This time, she's met by Chantal Hall in the key. Georgia Varley, transition 3, won't shoot it. Instead, decides to go through 4 defenders. And couldn't get the bounce off the ring, and Osborne and Craham will wrestle for it, and it'll stay with the Storm. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
See if they can get a clean look here. He's struggling to get clean looks. It's pretty good.
Varley did get a clean look. It just hit the front of the ring. So last 90 seconds of the first quarter. Holt to Kieran. To Ogilvie. Inside to Kieran. She was open. Now she's been smothered in deep. But that left Ogilvie open, who makes them pay. She rattles home a 3. Gives the Broncos their biggest lead so far of 3. Varley.
Wide open.
Couldn't get it to go. Frustrated with herself. Holt. Varley meet in the middle. It'll be a blocking foul. Varley got there too late. Georgia Varley's first personal. Second team foul.
Must stress it's Georgia Valley, not Georgia Valley, as we've been hearing, but it is Georgia Valley.
It is Georgia Valley. And Charlotte Hall. So
yeah, that's right.
A decent crowd in here. A decent crowd in here this afternoon, considering the footy's on in town. As Hall wanted to push it forward, Armstrong with a one-on-one. She'll go to work. Great defense there by Paige Dwarf, and Ogilvie picked the pass. Hollywood trying to come from behind for the steal, but does a good G to slow the transition down. 30 seconds left. Broncos with a 3-point lead. Ogilvie inside was doubled. Left Kieran wide open. And no luck for her as Osborne finds a gap to Varley, who wants to slow it up. Instead, Hollywood will shoot the 3. As Harder had to slow down. They end up getting it to Ogilvie. And Holt will need to shoot it. I actually don't know what happened there.
I think she got, shot, but yeah.
I think she got caught in 2 minds there. Kenna Holt as it looked like a pass and she wanted to shoot it, but at the end of the first break, it'll be the Bellarine Storm who trail the Hume City Broncos by just 3 points. And after a quick start from the Storm, they're out by as much as 8 points. The Broncos used the Tim Sanderson timeout to change up their D, and it's caused all sorts of problems for the Storm right now.
They looked like the far more comfortable team in that second half of that quarter. So they're firing all cylinders offensively. Seem to be getting the way they want to get, the shots they want to get. So we'll see what Tim Sanders can sort of do here to change it up and make it a bit more difficult for them, because they just seem to be getting what they want at the moment.
Yeah, and that 3-2 zone is causing all sorts of problems for the Storm. They just can't seem to find a shot. And, any shot, most of the shots they are taking at the moment are rushed and not probably the shots they want to take. So just some quarter time stats. It's Madeline Holt who leads the game for scoring. 6 points, 1 rebound for her. Eliza Ogilvie, the next best scorer for Hume City, with 5 points, 3 rebounds and 2 steals for her. While for the Storm, it's Olivia Vert, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And then Georgia Varley, who had 4 points early, just has the 4 points. But you mentioned earlier in the quarter, Seb, that the Storm, the best way to beat a zone, you've always been taught, is to get paint touches.
Yeah.
But it's quite hard to get paint touches when you've got the two-headed monster of Rachel Stewart and Harmony Harder, who I believe is about to check in to start the quarter.
Yeah, some real size there. Disrupting. It's not easy to get, like you really want to get it in that heart of that zone, right in the middle of the paint. See what you can do, either have a shot or kick it out for a 3, but it's hard to get it in there when you got, these big girls in there that are got hands everywhere causing havoc. So we'll see what they can work out, the Storm.
So both teams making their way back out. It'll be Kenna Holt, Madeline Holland, Liza Ogilvie, Harmony Harder and Rachel Stewart for the Broncos. And Courtney Hollywood, Olivia Osborne, Georgia Varley, Chantal Hall and Charlotte Armstrong for the Storm. As the Broncos take a 3-point lead into the second quarter. They'll get first touch in the second quarter. Holland, hassled early by Osborne. They go straight inside to Harder. She wants to go to work, attacks Hall. Great defensive possession there from Chantal Hall. Hollywood saw something, decided to keep going with it. And they swing it all the way around to Osborne. Armstrong to Hall. She slices through the tall timber and gets a finish. And again, Chantal Hall providing the pressure relief that the Storm need.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, just a couple really strong, nice drives by Chantal. Turn back the clock a bit, some would say.
Here's Eliza Ogilvie, just answers back with 2 of her own, becomes the leading scorer for the game with 7. So back out to that 3-point margin. Like we said at the quarter time break, this 3-2 zone causing all sorts of problems for the Storm. They managed to find Armstrong down low. Draws the contact. Foul will be on number 8 for the Broncos, Eliza Ogilvie. It'll be her first, and it'll send Armstrong to the line for 2. Makes the first. And makes the second.
Couple inside looks for Storm in a row. Couple baskets, so shows that if they're able to get it inside, it's probably good things are going to happen. So
Storm need to stop here. There's a pass from Stewart. Went a little bit too far, so it'll stay. It'll go back to the Storm. Another chance for them to retake the lead. CC Eagles Club Day here at Bellarine Storm. Shout out to our state champ men's player, Liam McInerney, who also plays for the CC Eagles. Can't think of anyone else.
A long time he's been at the Eagles.
The veteran of the Eagles. As Varley attacks through the middle. Hall wasn't expecting the pass, managed to get it though. Osborne, shoot. Her three won't drop. So chances go begging for the Storm. Holt to Stewart. Inside to Holland. That pass is better this time as Holland hit the deck on her fadeaway. Osborne had to tiptoe to save the pass, but Hollowwood coming the other way with the pace. Varley cutting. Armstrong, great ball movement by the Storm. Just couldn't put the cherry on top. They'll re-get it. Varley wants to go downhill against Harder. It was just too hard off the backboard.
Pardon the pun.
There wasn't meant to be a pun
No,
there.
it was good though.
But Holland coming the other way, just lets it fly. And Madeline Holland retakes the leading scorer up to 9 points in this one.
Quick release.
Quick
nice
release.
Looking shot.
Wasted no real time either.
No.
Just come down and pulled it
confident. Confident shot.
Armstrong pulls the trigger and answers with three of her own.
Showing the range.
And that's the thing, a little bit of an underrated three-point shooter, you would almost say.
Yeah. Yep.
Currently, this season shooting at 18%, but when she can find her rhythm, she is in a groove, and she's starting to warm up now as Varley's pass to Hall falls right in her lap. Couldn't get the friendly roll, and Harder will come up with another rebound. That'll be her third for the game. Holt got the step on a defender, fouled, and couldn't get the shot to drop. Foul will go on number 11 for the Storm. Olivia Osborne. And mass substitution here for the Storm. A straight Crombie and Vert will check in, and Hollywood, Osborne and Armstrong will check out. And Coach Davenport for the Broncos wants to talk things over. As we've got 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first half, and the Broncos still with a 1 point lead.
Yeah.
It looked like at the start of the game that the Storm were just going to cruise through this one and run away with an early win, but the Broncos changed up their D, and that's the massive thing that's
seemed to be a big thing.
That's changed this game. As the best photographer in the league, Mac Gleason, makes his way into the stadium. It's still that 3-2 zone that's giving Storm all the problem.
Yep. They've managed to get a couple looks, but they've definitely haven't been easy looks, and that three-point barrage that they had at the start has definitely slowed down. And they're just converting on the other end, the Broncos. Holt's just been able to get in the paint with ease. She's has that little hesitation move, and she's been getting in the paint, and they've just been getting some good looks. So Holland has obviously been filling it up as well. So
Holland up to 9 points in this one. Leading scorer so far in this game, but it's the lady at the free throw line who's also causing trouble for the Storm, Kenna Holt. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Couldn't get the first to go. Georgia Kieran waits on the substitution bench. You would think for Kenna Holt. She makes the second. Will be for Kenna Holt. So Kieran will check back in. Reminder, Osborne, Hollywood and Armstrong checked out during that timeout. And straight Crombie and Vert checking back in for the Storm. Straight now with it to Varley. Skip past to Vert, who's on an island. Attack the long closeout into Hall. She's got 3 defenders on her. 6 on the shot clock. Shot needs to go up. Crombie has to shoot it. Got a defender in the air. Mid-range jump shot won't go as Vert and Kieran got tangled up underneath, and Kieran will pick up the foul. Georgia Kieran's second personal. Crombie attacking inside, draw the contact. Found the gap, and she'll head to the line for 2. Foul on number 43 for the Broncos. Madeline Holland, her first. 3 team fouls for the Broncos, so potentially something that Coach Sanderson wants to attack, try and get them in foul trouble and potentially do a little bit of scoring from the free throw liners. Crombie missed the first.
Definitely always a big thing to look at when teams get a few fouls early in the quarter. It's nice. A few minutes left, getting fouled. Get some easy points off free throws is always big.
You spent a little bit of time at the free throw line last night, Seb.
I did.
30-point performance.
It's about time I went to the line for. It's been a while.
Off the bench too, 26 minutes. As Holland couldn't get it to go straight with the tough rebound. Found Vert. Now they want to push. Vert. Hesitation. Goes all the way coast to coast. Here's Olivia Vert. Gets the basket to drop. Foul will be on at number 55 for the Broncos.
Nice touch with the left hand too. Beautiful.
Paige Dwarf, and potentially just a little spark in the fire to ignite the Storm as the score's all tied up. Vert's free throw will give them the lead. First lead since 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Holland finds Kieran to 12. Varley nearly got the steal, nice, but Ogilvie bet on the back door. And a great read there by good Eliza Ogilvie.
Yep.
Lost her defender. Straight. Can't leave her on an island. They'll miss to the left, and Holland will come up with the rebound. Ogilvie thought about the transition three. They decide to move it on into Stewart. She's fouled. The basket won't count. The Broncos players, it actually might, you know. Referee's talking about it.
I think it was before, but yeah.
Basket will not count.
I think she got fouled, took a second, and I don't know. It was quite, I guess it was close.
It was close.
Yeah.
It depends. If we're in the NBA, I reckon she would have got it.
Oh yeah.
But the foul will be on Chantal Hall. It'll be her second. Halfway through the second quarter. Holland makes her way all the way around the free throw line. And they go inside to Stewart, who's got a massive height mismatch. They can't convert in that one, though. Varley ahead. Gets it back to Crombie. She thought about the three. Instead moves it on, and they get it to straight in the corner. Wants to dance with Holland. Kicks it back up to Crombie. They skip it back and forth between each other. Eventually Vert gets a touch, and she'll make them play as she does what she does best. Slicing through the D, but can't finish. And so Dwarf to Kieran. Back to Dwarf, and Vert read the pass absolutely perfectly, and we'll get 2 more points for her. Total takes her up to 10.
She's turning it on, Olivia Vert.
Olivia Vert, the first player in double digits for the game for both teams. I don't think Madeline Holland is that far behind her.
That is tough.
As Madeline Holland also ticks over double digits, up to 11 points. And Coach Sanderson wants to talk things over using his second timeout for the half, pardon me. But a little bit closer now. The Storm has started to work things out, but still it just feels like the Broncos are just getting whatever they want at the moment on the offensive end.
Yeah, we haven't seen that sort of run by a team yet. It's sort of been back and forth, but both teams are sort of getting good looks, and yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting who gets that first sort of run.
And just who can string a few baskets together and a few stops. We obviously saw that in the first quarter, late in the first quarter for the Broncos, and they got out to as much as a 7-point lead.
Yeah.
But it just feels like the game is up for grabs for anyone, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, Hume City on their second leg of a doubleheader. Played Sherbrooke last night at home and couldn't get the chocolates, but
it's quite interesting at the end of a BigV season. You start to see some weird results towards the end of the season. There's always some interesting things going on.
Madeline Holt, 28 points for her. We take a quick glance as the ladder while the teams make their way out into the court. Bellarine Storm obviously sitting 1 game clear on top. Pakenham sitting second. McKinnon sitting third. And Bulleen sitting fourth. While Sunbury Sherbrooke, sits fifth. So still plenty of positions up for grabs as Armstrong on an island inside finds straight on the 3-point line. Couldn't convert. Both senior championship divisions The ladders are a bit all over the place as Ogilvy goes into the double digits as well. Crombie has to work hard underneath. It'll be a jump ball with Madeline Holland. Obviously saw the upset last night of the Hume City Broncos in the men's division to Shepparton, who seem to be finding their purple patch in the right time of year.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll be our game at 2 o'clock, state championship men. Straight. Gets her second 3 of the game. The return of KG.
Yes.
To the Bellarine Storm.
Yep. MVP, Defence Player of the Year last year. So it'll be, that'll be a good matchup.
Kieran kicks it. They go back inside to Harder. Couldn't get it to go off the backboard. Armstrong. Nice little tip to herself. Varley wanted to play quickly, instead finds straight. She already hit one from there just before. Spinning. They get it all the way out to Vert, who's been electric this first half. Another 3 for Olivia Vert, and the Storm take their biggest lead since the first quarter of 3.
They've put a couple in a row together. We'll see if they can get another stop here.
And like we said at the timeout break, it's the first team that get to a run as Harder lost her defender. She gets 2 more points, up to 6. 3 rebounds to go along with that.
She's very strong down there. Once she gets a nice seal, hard to stop that with her height, strength.
Crombie, skip past to Vert. Wants to attack downhill again. It just had too much space and too much time.
Yeah, the lane opened right up for her, didn't it? Too much, too open.
And we're going to have a timeout here for Brooke Davenport and the Broncos. It's back to a 1-point game here. So very back and forth, and still neither team getting to find that run they need. But yeah, it just feels like there's a few chances that are just going missing for the Storm, like that last play from Olivia Vert.
Yeah.
But they are certainly starting to find their looks that they really couldn't in the first quarter through this 2-3 zone of 3-2 zone, pardon me, of the Hume City Broncos.
Yeah, it seems to be opening up a bit for them. They're getting some better looks. So just got to start converting them now. But the Broncos are still looking dangerous. I mean, they're only down 1 point, and you'd say it's been a kind of this quarter. It's been kind of pretty evenly matched. You'd think from this quarter. There hasn't been any team that sort of jumped out in front of the other. So.
Well, if we look at the quarter by quarter for the game so far, the Storm leading this quarter by 4 points, which is why they have that 1-point lead. The Broncos won the first quarter 19-16. But still plenty of game time to go. We've got 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in this first half. The Broncos on 14 fouls. So next foul would lead them into the bonus. There's a little bit of full court pressure here by the Storm. They nearly come away with a steal. And nearly didn't go their way either. Harder was wide open under the ring. They couldn't get it to it. Now they do. There's a foul on the plate. It'll be on number 7. Charlotte Armstrong for the Storm. First for the game, 3 team fouls. And we'll see Madeline Holland check back in and Eliza Ogilvy check out.
Oh, good seal. Oh, they missed her there. That was a great seal.
So Storm want to play. Hollywood decide to pull it up, and Vert on an island transition 3. No luck, straight. Got the tip, but Twarf did a good job to box out Hollywood and come up with the ball. Kieran to Holt. Spinning baseline. Crombie's in front though. Does a good job on D. Hard pass for Holland to get. Single figures on the shot clock now. Holland smothered in defense by Vert. She fades.
Good D.
And potentially the start of a run here for the Storm. A great stop. Vert to Hollywood in the corner. Attacks baseline floater. We'll get it to drop. Good few plays combining for the Storm. Hollywood's first points of the game. Holland hands it off back to Holt, who
Good hands.
has the balls pinched from her under the ring, and Crombie got her defender in the air, drew the contact, and will head to the line for 2. Foul will be on number 43 for the Broncos.
That's her second personal for the game.
Madeline Holland, her second.
Sends Jamie Crombie to the line for 2.
And we'll have a substitution here. We'll see Straight check out and Osborne check in. Jamie Crombie at the line for 2. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist for her in this one so far. Gets the first to go.
First one, that's her 3 points for the game.
4-point lead to the Storm. 51 seconds left in this first half. The second one gets a friendly roll.
Making it 4 points for the game, attacking Storm 38.
Take Jamie Crombie up to 4 points in this contest. Holland now.
Pretty big last sort of minute here for a team to finish off strong.
100% as Colt attacks the ring again. She's met with some trouble with the ring. And then she'll pick up the foul. Not happy with that one. That'll be Kenna Holt's
That's Kenna Holt. That's her
second personal. And then
bonus 2.
Charlotte Armstrong will make the trip back down to the free throw line as the Broncos bench got a warning during that play.
You understand the frustration. You know, a lot of contact both ways there, and the call just went the Storm's way. But
So as Armstrong made the first free throw.
6 points for the game.
Having another fantastic start to her game. Couldn't get the second one to drop. 6 points, 4 rebounds for her. Kieran. To Holland, pardon me. Her mid-range jump shot is good from the baby free throw line.
Takes her 13 points.
As we head into the final possession of the first half. Storm with a 4-point lead. They'd love to come into the break with some momentum. Hollywood doesn't use the on-ball screen of Armstrong. Instead, kicks it out to Osborne for 3. Crombie with the long rebound. Needs to shoot it. She does. It'll be off in time. Jamie Crombie beats the buzzer with a long 2 and gives the Storm their biggest lead of the game. 6 points going into the major break. And that's what you need going into a halftime break after a hard half.
yeah, come away with that 6-point lead for the half is really big considering the back and forth of the quarter. So I think the Storm will be happy with that considering how the game's gone so far. So be a very entertaining and good second half, I think we're going to see.
As we said, the Storm with a 6-point lead going into the half. It's Madeline Holland who leads all scorers, 13 points, 3 rebounds. Eliza Ogilvie, her next best teammate, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. While for the Storm, it's Olivia Vert who has 13 points as well, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. And then Courtney Strait and Charlotte Armstrong with 6 points, and Jamie Crombie with 6 points each. Jamie Crombie and Courtney Strait with 3 rebounds apiece. And Charlotte Armstrong with 4 rebounds herself as we head to a halftime break here for this state championship women's matchup between the Bellarine Storm and the Hume City Broncos. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Bellarine Secondary College here for this round 15 state championship women's matchup between the Bellarine Storm and the Hume City Broncos, and it's been a very back and forth affair so far in this one. It was the Broncos who led at the first break by 3 and led for most of the second quarter, but the Storm with a late little run now take a 6-point lead into the major break.
Yep.
Hugh Moore here with my fantastic co-host Seb Thomason, and Seb, it was the defensive pressure that's keeping the Broncos in this one so far.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. They, like you said earlier, that 3-2 zone they switched to in that timeout seems to have done wonders for them. They were locking down on defense. The Storm sort of worked through it and broke through it a bit towards the end of that quarter, but it'd be interesting to see if they stick with that 3-2 and try and keep causing problems with that, and be interesting to see how the Storm try and play off it. So be a good half.
It just felt like in the last 3 to 2 minutes of that quarter, the Storm started to figure out the how to beat that 3-2 zone, and that's why they had this 6-point lead. But you can't deny the fact that Hume City are right in this game. And
yeah, for sure.
it looked like early in this game that the Storm were going to run away with it and it'd be over by half time. But I mean, this weekend has been a few games that have sort of shocked a few people. The Pakenham Warriors, who sit second, won by just 9 points over Wyndham. They were losing for 3/4 of the game too. So still plenty of action left in this season. Teams who aren't in finals contention can still make an effect on the ladder.
And yeah, as a player, I've played on some teams that have been, not going to make finals in a season. Your goal the last few games, you got told, ruin another team's season, make them not make the finals. So teams are still going to play hard no matter what.
Well, as we get underway, starting lineups for the second half, it'll be Ogilvie, Kieran, Harder, Holland, and Holt for the Broncos. As Ogilvie gets them underway the way they want to, she had all the time in the world to shoot that.
And it'll be shooting very well this game, Ogilvie.
Leading scorer now for the Broncos. It'll be Straight, Vert, Hall, Crombie and Varley for the Storm to start the second half. As Vert found Varley in the corner. Crombie got her defender in the air. She hit one from there to finish the half. And couldn't get that one to go. And here come the Broncos again. Holt lost her defender and found Holland on the 3-point line. Straight and Varley nearly collided on that rebound. Straight wants to go coast to coast. Got stuck in the keep. And Vert attacks baseline. It was fouled, nearly got it to drop. But she'll head to the line for 2. Foul will be on number 11 for the Broncos. Kenna Holt, her third.
Vert continuing to be aggressive in the second half. She had a really good first half. Looking to keep it going.
Olivia Vert's first half stats, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. She picks up where she left off, makes her first free throw. And we'll get the second to go. Speaking to her mum during the halftime break, apparently Olivia Vert quite unwell. So
the flu game.
The flu game, potentially. So Holland finds Holt, had her pocket picked and then regained it and couldn't finish it. And Hall comes up with another rebound. She's up to 3 rebounds for the game. Varley, 4 early points for her. Hasn't seen the bottom of the net since. Can't see it again. Ogilvie is lights out and missed everything there. Rare miss from her.
Bit of a heat check.
Potentially, or?
It was pretty open though, to be fair.
Straight did come in late.
Yeah.
So potentially was in two minds. As Vert finds back to straight, hesitates, went up but couldn't get it up, and now she's doubled on the baseline and too long in the key. So again, this defense by the Broncos causing all sorts of problems for the Storm at the moment.
Seems straight, sort of. She's getting in the paint, but then sort of going off too and getting trapped.
Kenna Holt lost a defender with a nice behind the back.
Very shifty.
As Kieran couldn't finish the play off.
Good pass.
A nice ball movement there by the Storm. Georgia Varley found Chantal Hall cutting. And they retake that 8-point lead. Biggest of the game. Broncos now looking for an answer. Ogilvie to Holland. 13 points in the first half for her. Vert read the passing lane. And it'll stay with the Broncos. 8 on the shot clock. Holland. Quick trigger three. Won't go, but Kieran came up with the rebound. And couldn't get the friendly bounce on her shot. And again, the Storm are out to the races. Varley was way ahead of everyone. And Vert just sat it in her lap. Varley finds the bottom of the net. Holt comes the other way. Nearly got 2 points of her own. I didn't even see Varley out there. I thought Vert was passing to no one.
It's a great pass. She didn't have to break stride. Varley, just good run by her. Great pass by Vert. It's a good play. That's what they want to do, the Storm. They want to run.
So Holt misses the first. And makes a second, so 50% trip from the free throw line. She is shooting 50% from the free throw line this game as well. 2 from 4. It's Crombie, hassled by Kieran. Varley starting to find her groove now. Just rolls out. And Holt comes up with the rebound. Attacks downhill on Crombie, spinning, tosses it up and finishes it.
Just relentless to the rim, Holt. Just constantly looking to penetrate.
And tough is the best word to describe Kenna Holt's game tonight.
Oh.
As Olivia Vert answers with a tough shot of her own. The team's now trading baskets. Storm with a 9-point lead here. 4 minutes gone in this one. Kieran attacks downhill on Crombie. Crombie was there, and she got it to go. Georgia Kieran gets the basket to drop, and we'll head to the line for one more.
Tough shot. Falling away from the basket, off balance, tough shot.
Hail Mary, you'd almost call it.
Yeah.
The foul will be on number 24 for the Storm, Jamie Crombie. As Rachel Stewart will check in. Harmony Harder will check out. Georgia Kieran looking to convert her and one. She can't, but Stewart offensive rebound was blocked by Crombie. Straight behind the back, lost her defender. Decides to do everything herself. Got stripped by Holland.
And you know where Holt wants to go.
Holt, as Seb Thomason described it perfectly, it was a blocking foul.
It's a tough one there.
As Kenna Holt will head to the line for 2. Vert nearly got sent into the canteen area here at the Bellarine Secondary College. As Georgia Kieran will finally get her sub, and we'll see Paige Dwarf check in.
This has started to become a pretty big problem for the Storm here. Holt's been able to get to the... She's going middle, getting to the rim at will, so I think they're going to have to start looking at that a bit more seriously, the Storm.
Holt made her first. We saw a little bit earlier that Kenna Holt was being picked up full court, and that slowed her down a little bit, but she's certainly starting to get on a bit of a move now, up to 10 points, 4 rebounds. As Crombie will check out, and we'll see Charlotte Armstrong checking in. Varley hands off to Straight, to Vert, back to Straight. Lost her defender, decides to pull the trigger and gets it to go. As Courtney Straight can breathe a sigh of relief.
needed that one to get herself going a bit, I think.
She's up to 11. Holt lost her defender, steps back. Shot's a little too long. And straight now. Coming the other way, Vert. Dishes off to Varley. Nice finish from Georgia Varley with the baseline cut. Assist will go to Olivia Vert as Georgia Varley starts to find her groove now, and the Storm take a double-digit lead. 10 points.
That Vert Varley connection again. They connected a couple times.
It's the V's.
Yep.
As they go inside to Stewart. Keeps the ball above her head and does what she does best off the backboard. It'll be Rachel Stewart's first points of the game. 2 rebounds to go along with her totals today as well. Armstrong fakes the handoff. As the pass makes it all the way through to Ogilvie. Varley again through the baseline. Was fouled. Bit of a developing, I wouldn't say the news story, but a developing timeline in this game. Madeline Holland just picks up her 3rd foul. So one of the leading scorers for the Broncos potentially getting close to foul trouble, as the Broncos want to talk things over and call a timeout. But it now just feels like the Storm starting to find their groove in this one with an 8-point lead here.
Yeah, they've started off the quarter, bit of a run, been aggressive. They seem to be getting out in transition. So they're looking good. It's an 8-point game still, so obviously still a lot of basketball to play, but it does look like it's edged towards the Storm's favour so far this quarter.
And it's Olivia Vert who leads the game for scoring 17 points so far in this one. Still a quarter and a half to go. She averages 10 points per game this season, but can certainly turn it on when she feels like it. Also averaging 3 rebounds and 2 assists per game. So expect some changes. Last time the Broncos were trailing and they came out of a timeout, they put the foot down and actually took the lead for the next quarter over the Storm. So certainly a lot can change in a matter of minutes. Still 4.5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter.
Yep.
A little bit of a 1-3-1 zone on the inbound for the Broncos. Varley couldn't find an option, got it to Armstrong. To Vert. Nice little dish inside. Ogilvie did a good job to get her hand to it. Vert gets it back. 5 on the shot clock. Slices through the D. Couldn't get the finger roll to go, and we'll have a jump ball on the play. Holland, hands in the air as the Storm will get it back. They'll have 14 on the shot clock here. Armstrong thought about the 3, decides to attack Stewart. Stewart does a good job on D.
Yep. Good
His
defense.
first pass lands in the lap of Holland. She attacks through the middle, floater over the top of Hall, who did a great job on D. Straight up the whole time, and Vert, who continues to tear this game apart, hits another 3. Olivia Vert up to 20 points. Potentially a flu game for Olivia Vert.
Shades of Michael Jordan in the flu game, 39.
20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Olivia Vert in this one as Holland.
It's half good D again.
Couldn't get her shot to go. Courtney Straight's out to the races. Dish off to Varley, double touched it and got it to go. And the Storm are firing on all cylinders now. Out to the biggest lead of the game, 13 points. Georgia Varley ticks over into double digits. 10 points for her. Holland, floater, goes. She's up to 15 points. Storm wasting no time coming the other way. Courtney Straight was open. And they do get it to her eventually. Vert. To Varley. 3, up. Going to get it to go down. Hall came in from the baseline. Got a hand on the ball, but couldn't secure it. So, Broncos another chance to just put a dent in this margin they've got. Dwarf, her 3 falls short. And Varley wastes no time going. But Ogilvie got a hand in the way
Another
stay with the Storm.
a big factor you got to think about too is the Broncos obviously played last night, and the legs. You know, that seems to be the Storm is sort of just running through them at the moment.
Only 7 players playing in today's game for the Broncos. As Crombie went over the top of the ring to Hollywood. Clock shot ticks to single digits. Straight was left on an island in the corner. Her 3 falls short. And Holt, you know what she's going to do.
Yep.
She does that exactly, but Hollywood was in there, got the steal and the turnover. It's the Broncos bench, head in their hands. Struggling to find an answer here for Bellarine Storm. Still only an 11-point game, though. Up to Osborne. To Straight. They go inside to Armstrong. Crombie thought about the 3. Finds Straight instead. And
Good
just
extra.
like that, Seb Thomason put it perfectly. Giving up a good shot for a great shot, you would
Exactly
almost say.
Yep, exactly.
Unselfish basketball here by the Storm. Holt, guarded by Hollywood. Holt splits the gap. No luck on that finish. Here come the Storm again. Straight. Starting to get into her groove.
Oh, yeah.
Attacks 4 defenders over the top of the ring. Is Coach Sanderson upset about something?
Elijah's coming back into the game. She's replacing Benner. Benner having a break.
Definitely the most I've seen sort of Coach Sanderson go at a ref. You don't see it often.
No, he's
but
normally
he
quite
was-
subdued.
he was pretty upset with that one.
Must have seen something we didn't see as Harder. Couldn't get it to go. The Broncos bench getting quite frustrated now. As Kieran, her 3 won't go, and Harder had to work hard for the rebound. She still hasn't got it. As Straight and Kieran fight for the ball. And it will stay with the Broncos. 14 on the shot clock.
Definitely letting both teams play at the moment through a lot of contact, so they're not calling it either way, but at least they're consistently not calling it, I suppose.
And we've only, it's actually been quite a free playing game. You haven't really noticed the refs in this one so much.
No, they've been good.
Which means they're doing a fantastic
exactly
job.
right,
And speaking of doing a fantastic job, it's Eliza Ogilvie who takes the leading scoring reins for the Broncos, up to 16 points. And the Broncos start to make a little bit of noise from the bench. There's Hollywood 4-3. And Kieran on the floor with Osborne again. Wrestle for the jump ball. It'll stay with the Storm. 31 seconds left in this one. Hollywood up the top to Armstrong. Late close out from Kieran allows her to go to the ring, and Ogilvie had the ball to be a jump ball.
Good hands again on that play. It was a lot of all ball.
All clean. So great defensive possession for the Broncos there. Chance here to head into the quarter time break with a little bit of momentum. 18 seconds. 3 seconds separate the shot and game clock. Holland been quiet this quarter. Can't get that one to go. And Straight wants to push as the time ticks down. Armstrong transition 3. Couldn't go. Osborne rebound. Straight 3 is good as she's fired up. A rare show of emotion from Courtney Straight as she finishes the quarter, and the Storm get another buzzer beater. And Courtney Straight now out to 17 points. And that will definitely boost the confidence of Courtney Straight coming into this fourth quarter.
Yeah, yep. And you can't undersell that hustle and rebound by Olivia Osborne there, getting it, passing out to her, giving her a clean look with a second left.
Huge.
Getting your best player a shot to get her going for the fourth. It's huge.
Olivia Osborne in 9 minutes, no points, but 5 rebounds, 1 assist.
The hustler.
the hustler, you would almost call it, the 1%er, does everything that doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
That's right.
But it is the Bellarine Storm who take a 14-point lead into this three-quarter break. It's Olivia Vert who continues to have a purple patch coming into the back end of this season in 20 points in 21 minutes, 5 rebounds, 3 assists and a steal. While Courtney straight after that, buzzer beater 3, has 17 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Georgia Varley, the only other scorer for the Storm, in double digits with 10 points, while for the Broncos, it's Eliza Ogilvie, who has 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Madeline Holt, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. But a huge fourth quarter coming up. And Seb, what do the Broncos need to do to get in this one? Obviously, as you mentioned before, on the back leg of a doubleheader, played last night in a tough game against Sherbrooke.
Yep.
So the legs will start to be, the lactic acid will start to kick in. They'll start to, legs will start to get a little bit heavier. What do they need to do to get this game back onto their terms? They were in front too, might we add, for almost a quarter.
I think they've just got to somehow try and limit the transition of the Storm. Seems to be their strongest thing so far. So lock up on defense. Once again, when their defense is rolling in that earlier in the game, that's when their offense is really shining. So it's got to get some stops together somehow. Their offense has been pretty consistent. So I think it's really the biggest thing for them is their defense this quarter.
Well, the Storm had their best quarter from the 3-point line, 44% in the third quarter. And they have the biggest lead of the game going into the fourth quarter as we get underway. Game's certainly not over in this one. The Broncos were down by 14 points during that third quarter. Got to back as much as 6 points. Crombie, this will make them hurt. No luck, and Osborne, the ball fell in her lap. Osborne again doing all the 1%ers.
Giving them another possession.
It'll stay with the Storm. 14 on the shot clock. Hollowwood, hassled by Holland. And Crombie now decides to use the on-ball of Osborne. And Hall, 6 on the shot clock. They need to get the shot off. Hollowwood spins through the middle, turning back the clock is Courtney Hollowwood. Her first points of the game.
That little TJ McConnell spin mid-range jumper.
It is fantastic. Holland, fading jump shot won't go, and it'll go in favour of the Broncos. I reckon the Storm got away with one there. I reckon Chantal Hall touched that last, but...
Take them when you can.
Chantal Hall just told Georgia Kieran she did touch it last, so... Crombie now stuck at the free throw line, straight. Hit the 3 to end the three-quarter time. And she continues to turn it on. She was found. She'll head to the line for 2, and this could be a huge point in the game. It will be. That'll be Madeline Holland's 4th foul. So the leading scorer for the Broncos now in foul trouble. Coach Davenport deciding to leave her out there for the moment. Madeline Holland last night, 28 points in their loss to the Sherbrooke Suns. Straight makes the first and the second. She continues to find her form.
Holt wants to go again.
Holt doing what she does best, and Hollowwood was there. Potentially got away with a foul. Dragged Holt down, but...
Doing a better job of containing Hollowwood. Seems to be getting the hands in the right spot, and it's not becoming as easy for Holt.
Can match Holt's speed too.
Yeah, that's right.
Hollowwood now had an option for a transition 3, didn't shoot it. And they go inside to Hall. Harder did a good job to deflect the pass, and Kieran
pass
on the run. Great pass there from Holland.
Couldn't convert.
Couldn't reward her with an assist, and
Another great
Hall's going to
pass.
make them pay down the other end. And the Storm starting to run away with this one, up to 20 points.
And those, you can see the legs of the Broncos are starting to feel it now.
Starting to get a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
Ogilvie, mid-range, no good. Harder with the rebound. Goes to work, tosses it up high. No, it won't drop. She'll head to the line for 2.
That's her third personal and the first team foul for Storm.
Chantal Hall's third personal is straight to take a break, and we'll see Olivia Vert check back in. Harder at the line for 2 to break the scoring run that the Storm have had to start this quarter. Misses the first. And the second, so still a 6-0 start for the Storm this quarter. Hollywood to Osborne to Crombie. No options coming for her. Decides to use the on ball of Hall, who works perfectly with the roll. Tangled up with Holt. And Holt coming away with the steal. So Holland, 4 fouls for her in this one. Needs to be careful. Into Harder to Holland. Doesn't even set her feet for that one. Madeline Holland drops another 3. That's the first score for the Broncos in this one. 2.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Hall now, guarded by Harder. Got the step on her defender. Got her own rebound. And then couldn't get that one to drop. And Holt and Osborne get tangled up. It'll be a jump ball. And we'll go back to the Broncos.
Yeah.
As all the Seb Thomason fans start to crawl in. That'd be your best game this season, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the most I've scored in a BigV game. So, yeah, it was good. A few big hitters out for our team. A few more shots going around. So, take them where you can, Huey.
Purple patch before finals. Seb Thomason playing.
Oh, the wedgie.
His Kenna Holt has just probably got the softest wedgie I've ever seen.
I think so.
Come on, Rachel.
Get it, Charlotte.
Rachel Stewart, I reckon, could jump up and get that.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Jamie Crombie has a crack.
Gets absolutely nowhere near it.
This Glenn Wolferton can't even get it out. He's had 2 tries. Will he get it on the third one? He will. Kenna Holt wants the basket. Jamie Crombie says no. And we'll quickly talk about while we're in a break. Women's basketball in the Geelong region is absolutely flying at the moment.
Absolutely.
Bellarine Storm currently having a fantastic season, 16-2, and the Youth League women also going well.
Yep.
Making finals they play this afternoon. Geelong United, NBL 1, going throughout the season 22-0.
Yep.
And I believe the Surf Coast Chargers, Div 2 women, are also in finals.
Yeah, I think they're finals as well. I think they had a really hot start, a few injuries and stuff, but I think they're going to make finals. So yeah, they've been good as well. A lot of vets on that team.
There's a heavy foul there from Kenna Holt on Charlotte Armstrong. Foul will be on Kenna Holt. That'll be her 4th personal. Coach Sanderson asking if there was any play on the ball there. Hollywood got 2 defenders in the air. No luck on that one, but Armstrong, the rebounding machine, got the basket to go, and Holt and Hollywood starting to go at each other now. Holt nearly lost it. They go inside to Stewart. Got her defender in the air. Off the backboard, Rachel Stewart. Charlotte Armstrong telling herself to stay on the ground. Hollywood to Vert, who continues to tear this game apart. 22 points.
Unstoppable. Slicing through the defenders. Left hand, right hand finishes. Doing it all this game, Olivia Vert.
It's Holland spinning, fading.
Tough.
Couldn't get it. Harder was there to clean up the scraps and gets 2 more points to her total, up to 8 points. 10 rebounds as well. So Oh, again,
Oh, another
Olivia
great look.
Vert just fell short, and Kenna Holt
Deep.
ditches back to Malin Holland. Her long three won't go. And the lactic acid definitely starting to kick in now for the Broncos on their second leg of a game. Double header. There's a little bit of chaos basketball for the past few minutes in this one. Crombie fouled 12. Maybe Jamie Crombie's second personal, and Coach Sanderson wants to talk things over. So with 5 minutes 20 left in this one, the Storm still with a 15-point lead. So I've just noticed the big man himself, KG, has entered the building.
Yeah, over mingling with the boys from last year. A few familiar faces.
Another fantastic import in the league, also making his way in. Ricardo Time.
Yep. Big Macca.
All the big faces coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly going to be a fantastic matchup. Tip off at 2 o'clock. Myself will be on it again, and then Georgia Varley makes an appearance on the stream. She's ticking along well in this game too, up to 10 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Courtney Strait now has a double-double, 17 points, 11 rebounds.
She has a knack of having a quiet stat line sometimes as well. You know, 11 rebounds. That's a big number of rebounds.
I don't reckon I've seen her grab 11 rebounds.
No,
That's the
it's
other
crazy,
thing.
isn't it? She just finds the right spots. And
to be completely honest, I'm pretty sure Courtney Strait halfway through at half-time only had 6 or 7 points. So she's certainly,
turned it on.
certainly once she gets into her groove, she is unstoppable. As we get back under the way, still 15 points the margin, 5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Ogilvie has been fantastic this afternoon. So that shot goes missing. 16 points for her. Crombie now to Varley. Crombie skip past to Vert, steps back. Couldn't drop the dagger. Holland with another rebound. It's her 5th for the game. She just wants to slow things up. A chance here for the Broncos to put a significant dent in this league, as Ogilvie had to work hard for the pass, and it missed Stewart, and Dwarf couldn't secure the pass. There's no Storm player wants to inbound it. And again, we see that 3-2 zone that caused all the problems for the Storm in that first half. See how they handle it, and it is causing problems for them still. Paige Torf comes away with a steal, but she's hassled immediately by Jamie Crombie. It's going to get
Close to that violation.
Snuck close to the violation. Holland under heavy contact. The Storm bench pleading for a push-off.
13-point game, 4 minutes, still a lot of time.
Still a lot of time.
A few shots. Yeah.
And if this 3-2 zone continues to be a problem for the Storm, could potentially change this game, as Varley to Crombie.
That'll be big. Okay.
Just falls short. Goes over the top of the ring. So 13 points the margin. 3 minutes left in this one. 4 minutes left in this one. Heaps of time. Ogilvie.
I think we've got to try and get it to Holland for a few looks here.
I think you've got to. She's the hot hand at the moment, and she continues to go to work. Can't get that one to drop. Crombie's pass to Vert was nearly picked. Vert into Armstrong. Was fouled. I don't know. The foul will either be on Rachel Stewart or Paige Dwarf. Will be on Paige Dwarf. That'll be Paige's. Paige Dwarf's second personal. We'll send Armstrong to the line for 2. 8.6 rebounds for her in this one. Missed the first. Stewart and Crombie fought for the
Oh.
rebound. Crombie just had to double check. Oh, no.
Oh.
It was the last touch off Crombie. She had to triple check that it wasn't their ball. And we'll see Harmony Harder check in and Rachel Stewart check out. Another one you'd like to see sort of get into her work is Kenna Holt. She's been making tough shots all game.
Oh, yeah.
Straight, closely guarding Holland now. And they go inside to Harder, who found an island and had too much room.
Needed that one.
Still 13 points the margin. Vert transition. Waited for a defender to get there. They kick it around to Straight. Nowhere to go though, so she goes back to Vert, back to Straight, to Crombie. Attacks baseline. Holland read it perfectly, but Varley catch and shoot. No luck. Holland had to battle 3 defenders. And Holt, you know what she's going to do. Tough finish, couldn't get it to roll. Varley and Crombie on the fast break inside. And it's Georgia Varley will pick up another assist. Crombie another 2 points, takes her up to 8 points. 5 rebounds, 2 assists in her afternoon. Another fantastic performance for Jamie Crombie off the bench. You look at her minutes and think she didn't come off the bench, but
Yeah.
Harder steps back. Hits the back iron and the Storm another chance here to come the other way. Back out to a 15-point game. Final 2 minutes. As Varley's pass was nearly too much for Vert. Dish off to Armstrong. She was blocked. As Charlotte Armstrong starting to feel it now. She looks a bit uncomfortable. And Holt, her
Not her
3
range,
will
I
go
don't think.
long. So Varley lost control of it. Late whistle on the play will be on. Foul will be on number 8, Eliza Ogilvie. Be her second, and Coach Sanderson wants to talk things over as the Bellarine Storm with exactly 90 seconds to go in this one, lead by 15 points, and you would almost say the Broncos need a miracle now to get this one back.
I think the Storm be a bit of a sigh of relief now after I'm sure a tougher game than they would have liked to have been, but yeah, Broncos have fought well this
They
game.
have, and we can't forget the fact that the Broncos were actually in front for a majority of the back half of the first quarter and the start of the second quarter.
Yep.
And it was even close at half time, I believe, if I look at the
6 points, I think, at half time.
yes, it was actually 6 points at the halftime break. So they certainly have given the Storm a bit of a fright here, but the Storm will come away with this one, you would think. Both teams make their way out. Other games on this afternoon in the Championship Women's Division. It'll be Pakenham taking on Bulleen in a top 3 matchup. That'll be one to watch, while at 3 o'clock it'll be Sherbrooke versus Warrandyte at Sherbrooke. That is a late start on the Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
Oh,
It's a bit of a stitch up.
potentially a triple header at Sherbrooke, 11, 1 and 3. Action back underway as Vert to Osborne. Pitch back to Vert. 3, up, down for Olivia Vert.
Cap off a beautiful game from Vert. 25.
25 points for the game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal.
Hell of a game.
There's a nice cut there from Twarf, and Vert thought she got the block, but instead she'll pick up the foul. That'll be her 3rd. So a minute 10 left in this one. We've got a massive matchup coming up in the second game of this doubleheader. It'll be the Bellarine Storm State Championship men taking on the Hume City Broncos. It's the return of Kavion Green to the Bellarine Storm. And Malik McKinney playing against his old team as well.
Yes,
so
yep.
certainly going to be a lot of
battle.
emotion in that one. Cavion Green having another fantastic season as well as Malik McKinney. 38 points for him last night as Armstrong got blocked, got her own rebound, got it back again. Stop it, Olivia Vert. She is turning it on.
Fire.
Olivia Vert up to 28 points.
Flu game.
Flu game
Huey.
for Olivia Vert. Is in
Keep her sick.
Don't take any antibiotics.
No.
There's Holt, who's had a fantastic game as well.
Threw herself at the rim.
Nearly another tough finish. She's got 12.6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. New Chantal Hall's 4th personal. I don't think she'll have to worry though. 34 seconds left in this one. Holt couldn't get the first to go. And couldn't get the second to go. She'll get another chance at it. As someone jumped in early there. Didn't see who it was though. I believe it might have been Georgia Varley by that reaction.
Not happy.
So she'll get the...
I think you should ask her about that one, Huey.
I will.
In the
I will.
commentary.
She'll love it. I reckon you give the ball to Olivia Vert. She's got the hot hand. Give her a heat check. Then she plays unselfish basketball. They get inside to Osborne.
Here we go.
Oh, she was open too. Olivia Osborne, pardon me, will head to the line for 2. Potentially for her first points of the game.
Gee, she deserves some points.
She does deserve some points. She has played absolutely fantastic today. 6 rebounds, 3 assists. This will be her first trip to the free throw line. Couldn't get the first. Olivia Osborne. No turnovers, plus minus of 8. So she gets the basket to go. Olivia Vert. And every player for the Storm now has scored. So all-round team performance for them as we enter the final play of the game. Dwarf to Ogilvie. She'll look to put a polisher on this one for her. No luck. Go Vert. Shoot it. Oh. As the final siren will sound and the Bellarine Storm continue their domination on this 2025 season. They will come away winners over the Hume City Broncos, 84-65. It was Olivia Vert who in 27 minutes had 28 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. She was also 5 from 8 from beyond the arc. And then it was Courtney Straight, 17 points, 11 rebounds, another fantastic performance from her. And Georgia Varley, the only other double-digit scorer for the Storm, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. While for the Broncos, it was Madeline Holland, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Eliza Ogilvie, 16 points, 4 rebounds, and Kenna Holt, 13 points, 6 rebounds. But Seb, just another fantastic performance from the Storm, and Hume City gave them a fair old crack for 3 quarters, you would say, but the Storm just finally found their groove and ran away with it.
Yeah, no, it was a really good fight from the Broncos. The Storms used their legs, not having that double header, and I think that sort of got them over the top in the end. But yeah, another great win for the Storm. Great season.
Well, that'll be our final home game for the regular season for the Storm here. So we thank you for watching. The next home game will be a final. So make sure you follow along with them as they're away, as Seb Thomason getting some love from the Storm players, one in particular. But we thank you for watching and thank you for your support this season. Make sure you tune in for the Bellarine Storm taking their chances in finals. Next up, it'll be the Bellarine Storm men taking on the Hume City Broncos. Make sure you join in to watch. Thank you again, Seb.
No worries, Huey. Thanks for having me.
Hopefully your finals don't line up with ours and you can jump on for
sure,
a final. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your afternoon. Did you hit stop? Did you hit stop? men.
This game will actually be really entertaining. I can't stop next one.
Yeah.
Be good.
Fucking hope it will, man. And they'll be out for blood too, I reckon, because they lost last night.
Yeah, I reckon.
I love this. Like the comments.
Match fixing team, 5 minutes too close. Stop fixing games, please. It's so funny. A lot happens on most games, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And they're just overseas people just fucking betting on the game.
yeah, exactly. Man, Verdi killed it.
Fuck yeah. So good.
Look, she's signing basketballs and everything. Who's this?
Youth League women when
Oh,
they
yeah.
started.
So where are they sitting? They're going to make finals. Who's that?
Oversight.
So where are they sitting?
Third.
Oh, yeah.
Sunbury have dropped one game for the year. They're just fucking so
shit.
good. So,
13 and 4 is good, though.
yeah, really good.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're in a massive purple patch at the moment too.
Yeah, okay.
So if they can win today, who do Warren Knight play? So Warren Knight will win. Yeah, so Warren Knight won. So if they can win today, and they win by a decent amount, which they should because they're playing 10th,
That's great, yeah.
they could jump
Okay,
Warren
yeah.
Knight in the second.
Yeah. What's up? Oh, hey, mate. Hey, mate. Yourself? Yeah, good. It's good. Has he touched the floor this season? No. The fact that he's even on the team is fine. It's crazy.
No, I don't think. No. I just can't look. It's
How's work been? Because you've been travelling a bit, haven't you?
yeah, we're in Malmesbury for the past 2 weeks.